Yo, 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 Slim Shell, what's good? What's good? What's good? I appreciate you for coming through. I really do. Didi, what's happening? Thank y'all so much. Please be sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Chopper Boy, what's happening? Much respect and appreciation. Appreciate that. We got a questionnaire for the replay gang. Everybody's coming through. We got a questionnaire on the way. I'm just it's been kind of like struggling to find topics to discuss with the manager being out and sick, and I have no clue how long she's gonna be out. I have not even heard from her since the day she got sick. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this on my own, but I will have prescript discussions for y'all, and so that means the with the next podcast, I'm gonna make sure that we have the layout in exact order. Now, I did have a interview lined up for today, but for some reason that interview was cut short, so we'll have that rescheduled. And I do have more interviews on the way. I'm gonna drop a song tomorrow. Y'all be on the lookout for that. If y'all watching in the background, man, make sure that y'all hit the thumbs up. We're gonna give Uncle Bill what's happening, what's happening, what's happening. I think it's about that time for you, Bill. Hold on. What's happening? I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Once again, I'm over here getting prepared. Appreciate y'all hitting that thumbs up. Once again, disclosure. It's been kind of like strugglish for me to find topics to discuss with the manager being out. Normally, she had everything structured for me, but while she out, I'm still gonna hold down the field. I gotta continue to do what I gotta do to get this monetization situated so that we be comfortably monetized. That being said, I hope y'all had an awesome day. Hope y'all day been epic. Real quick before we get into this questionnaire, um, what type of day I had? Grade y'all day, A through D, D being the worst, and let me know what did y'all eat. I've had what did I eat? What did I eat? It's been a kind of a long day. I just not too long ago ate, but garlic bread, and what was it? Some spaghetti with some garlic bread and spaghetti. Yeah, we got some good questions coming from some shit. I don't know what kind of questions she got for me, but she went on me for some years, so she gonna drop some questions, and it's gonna be my job to elaborate on those questions that we got at hand. Some show, I'm definitely. I think I'm just about ready. Yeah, so you can go ahead and hit me with your first question. Like I said, shout out to everybody that's coming through. Shout out to Bree, Fanny. If you catch this on replay or the background, I know you sick. Get well soon. Waiting on you to get back. Like I said, I'm gonna hold it down. We're gonna get it going on. I had some Taco Bomb, Taco Bell, burritos. Super Rainbow Queen, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate that. Much respect. Today was great. Today, sorry I ghosted for a long time, folks. Chopper, that's understanding, man. That's understanding. It's the loyalty that matters. See, folks might not been saying you up, you know what I'm saying, up close in person, but we definitely been tapping in behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. Some somebody hit me with these questions. What is your favorite thing to what is your favorite thing to eat? I'm not gonna let me see. I mean, shoot, favorite like as far as just like the I like fries. Like fries is easy. You know what I'm saying? I can eat them at any time. It could be breakfast, it could be lunch, it could be dinner. They not as messy. It's an on the go food. You know what I'm saying? You can take it. Well, they got to be a certain place because like for instance, McDonald's fries, I can't do ketchup on. Bright Dazzle, thank you for coming through. I cannot eat ketchup. Ashley, I see you in the building on McDonald's fries. And yeah, that's one of my favorite things to eat outside of like the little snacks, the little wrap snacks. I like to explore different flavors. That was a great question. Hey, everybody that's tapping in, make sure that y'all hit the thumbs up. We gotta run these watch hours up. We gotta get it going, man. Get it sinking in. I did forget to post my watch hours, but I think I took a screenshot the other day. Might not even be here. I got a new device, y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all it was a problem with that because I I end up getting kicked out of my Instagram, and it's crazy because I created a new Instagram, right, and they kicked me out of that Instagram. It's a long story. Hold on, Slim Chef. You dropped your second question. I'm gonna get into it. It's a long story. So I get the new device, and so I log into my Instagram that I currently logged into on the old device. Now I didn't know I had it set up to where if I try to log into my Instagram on another account, that's just gonna lock it out completely because it's like a safety hazard or something like that. And so it locked me out. It says suspicious account on the activity, locked me out. I created another one. And so as I created it, I contacted some people like, yo, this is my new Instagram, whatever the case may be. And as soon as I say that, they was like, yo, this account is associated. with the account that was previously deactivated, and they kicked me out of that Instagram. And so I created a third Instagram, and it was cool. But then I put a picture of my face on it, and they deactivated that Instagram account. And so probably like 10 minutes, 20 minutes ago, I just made another one, and that one saying to be cool. So what I can't do is say this is TSM rapper. I can't let somebody know in a message like, yo, they kicked me out of Instagram. Cause then they're gonna be like, well, this is the same account that we just deactivated. So Instagram is watching somehow the privacy is being the privacy has been interrupted over there. They watching your messages because ain't no way they supposed to knew that that was even me. I didn't even have my picture up the second time. But Slim Shell, oh snap, we got Lisa Bell in the building. Slim Shell, okay. Second question: what is your favorite hobby? I'm not gonna lie, I love making music. Like music is it's like for me, it's the best because it's different aspects. There's different ways. Like for me, some shit is therapeutic, right? And it's different sounds you can go to when you feeling when you're feeling like you need that therapeutic from music, especially. And that's just like today, right? My energy levels was a little bit thrown off, and I'm not gonna lie, I think it's due to my manager being sick and just all of a sudden disappearing. And so my energy and my vibrations just been for the last few days, it's just been off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, let me see if I can create some kind of music or whatever. And I found out when my energy is low that I need to create high vibrational music, which means some club sounding music, some trapping type music, some 808 type music, something that's bumping. You know, lyrics still positive and everything, but far as the beat, it got to be bumping, they got to be sub, and they got to make you want to get up and dance, right? And so when I do have that energy and my energy is there and I'm great, I'm happy, and it's like I have all my energy. And now that I have all my energy, I want to make melodic songs. So it's like for me, it's the opposite. Like when my energy is low, I have to create that energy song to get my energy back. When my energy is right. Y'all, I gotta go grab this DoorDash order. All right, y'all, my bad. I'm out of breath. I had to run and grab a DoorDash order, and I'm upstairs. I had to run because I was already late because we living in the boondocks and it's hard to find the address. So Michelle, let's continue back to the question. Whatever question you was asking is the we got Sweetness 313 in the building. Much respect for everybody that's tapping in. Hit the like button. Definitely had to run downstairs and grab the food for the kiddos so I can put them down. They can go to sleep. They go to school tomorrow. Great question so far, Michelle. Yeah, I'm waiting on the fan page to come back. Michelle, I'm thankful and grateful for you and Didi for helping me out during this absence. Because I've been doing it with a partner so long. I mean, of course, we know I've done it without a partner for so long as well. But I've been partnered up so long that when you finally get up here by yourself, the minutes seems like hours. I kid you not. What question? What is a simple thing you let's see, what is a simple and everybody else, if y'all have questions, I'm willing to answer everybody's questions. What is a simple thing that you appreciate that others might overlook? Um, I appreciate more than anything. I wouldn't even call it people's company, but people's energy, their personality. I appreciate the hell out of somebody's personality. Because I like hard and I love people very hard. And if for me, I was one of the people that I had to learn it the hard way. For a while I was so bitter, man, and I don't know if it's because the whole molestation thing as a child growing up, or being shot 8 times. I don't know which one it was, but I was bitter for a long time, and my attitude wasn't the best. I'm not saying I had a nasty attitude, but I would catch an attitude very fast, and I hold animosity. It's hard for me to let things go, and so I used to be like that towards a lot of people that care for me and love me, and some of them cut ties with me quick, and it's like, yo, I really miss, what I'm saying, I really miss this, or I really miss that person. And so for me, it's personality, such as all of y'all have some great personalities on here. What makes you stand out in a crowd? Speaking of personalities, I think my personality, right? And you know what, that's a good question, Slim Michelle, because not too, I think it was a few weeks ago. Think it was a few weeks ago. I was coming from the job I was at, and on the way home, uh, I picked up my daughter and her brother and my son, because there was a group of dudes in front of this store. We was in a not too good neighborhood. It was like 5 dudes in front of this store. Did they look intimidating? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's looking intimidating nowadays? Because you can see somebody with glasses, a clean suit. That person can pop you just like the last person can. But anyways, my son tried to go around the opposite way, like walk around him. And I walked straight through them. I'm like, excuse me, what's up with you, bro? What's up with you, bro? And they was like, what's up, bro? And they moved out the way. And my son was like, you wasn't scared to do that? And I'm like, yo, I can adapt because I've been where they at before. And I overcame that obstacle. You know what I'm saying? I became a different person. And so now I could play both sides of the field if needed to. Sometimes that could protect you. That could be a lifesaver. And like I said, I think my personality, I could stand and speak and have a conversation and make anybody laugh. I can convince anybody. I could be the most bitter person ever. I could convince you to laugh. My personality is what make me stand out. If you could have 3 wishes, what would they be? That's a good question. I mean, I probably will bring one person back from the dead. My cousin Rico, which if y'all been tapped in with me, we all know who that is. My cousin. For the people who don't know, he ended up doing this trend that was viral on Facebook, the Russian roulette trend, and it didn't end good for him. He got the end of the bullet. So I would probably bring him back as one wish. Um, Another, I would wish for full health. I'm not gonna lie, my health is not the best, especially being a diabetic type two. Sometimes when I get quiet, y'all don't see me posting a lot on YouTube or whatever. Y'all might probably think I'm in my feelings or this or that, or I got busy. Sometimes my health be killing me, and it just comes out of nowhere. They're gonna be for that, and I would just like, I don't know. I really don't know what the third one would be. A lot of people would say rich, but man, I believe being wealthy can destroy so many people's lives. Sometimes the devil will give you the tools that you need to destroy your own life. Did you know that? I'm telling y'all, in case y'all didn't hear me say that real quick. Sometimes the devil will give you the tools to destroy your own life. And in a lot of cases, those tools are wealth. And so I'm not even gonna say instantly being rich. You're automatically a target, and it's just so much more. You know what I'm saying? I want to grow into my righteousness, not into my just some of my freedom. I'm always free for y'all, Ashley. Tap in with me. Oh, you got my new Instagram, right? Make sure you got it. I think you do. I just sent you a request. Make sure you get it. It's not the last one, but which I think it's a joke. What I forgot what name it is. Let me go see. I gotta be sure because I don't want to just give you anyone. But Instagram, they've been tagging me lately for whatever reason. I don't even know. The YouTube rapper, because if I had to put TSM rapper or anything, they would have took it off. But that's what it is. The first picture you see, that's gonna be the new Instagram. Until they delete it, we can only see because the last time they waited like 2 hours before they deleted my Instagram. Rachel T then stepped into the building. Much respect. Shout out to you and your husband over there. I really appreciate good people like you amongst this planet. And so, and your content is great, clean, crisp content. Anybody would want to go over there and watch that. When I first stepped over there, I didn't know really what it was about, but I stayed because of the video. And the beginning is just as much as drawing you in to come see the outcome. So y'all tap in on Rachel if y'all ain't tap in with her. All right, Slim Shell, I might have missed another question that you asked, but let's see. Okay, you asked a wishes question. That was that. Yes, I'm free tomorrow, Ashley. Would you rather be an expert at one thing or pretty good at many things? I think I'd rather be pretty good at many things. But then again, being an expert at one thing could expand. So it's this or that, give or take for me, tit for tat. Yeah. Make sure that y'all agree and check tapping in with each other. Once again, y'all, I appreciate y'all time. This really means a lot to me because, like I say, my manager is not here. Completely got sick, completely disappeared. And I'm not even gonna lie. When I first woke up, y'all, I was like, oh man, I got the 24-hour bug. Like these kids, because one of them had the 24-hour bug. He gave it to the other one, and the other one gave it to the sister. And so all three of them had the bug for literally 24 hours. And so I woke up today and I'm like, yo, I know this is not what's happening to me. My stomach was messed up. It's not a feeling of hurting. It's more like an unwanted feeling, like a nauseous, irritating feeling. And they was like, "You want to eat? You need to eat something." I'm like, "Nah, that's not even that type of feeling." And it just won't go away. So I laid down for a minute. It got worse, and I got up and I tried to eat. And when I did eat what I ate, it went away a little bit. Came back, and I said, "Yo, I think I just need to go outside, go for a walk or something like that." And as I'm outside walking, I see my son on his bike. He got like a big mountain bike. He's 14. And he asked me what's wrong. Tell him like my stomach hurt. I'm about to go for a walk. He was like, my stomach was just hurt yesterday. Get on the bike, go for a ride around the block, come back, tell me if your stomach still hurt. I rode the bike around the block. By the time I got back, I forgot my stomach was irritated and the feeling was just like completely gone. So by the time my mind got distracted, I don't know how it works. It's just like once I stopped thinking about the irritating feeling, thank y'all for the love y'all drop it down there. I definitely see it. But once my mind stopped thinking about it, I didn't have that feeling anymore. And I was able to eat. And once I ate fully, is only when that feeling stopped. But I thought I was gonna have to cancel this. But then again, I was like, nah, I cannot cancel it because I'm trying to get the watch hours up. And I will post a picture of the watch hours after the live is over with, so y'all can see what they help me out with. And I'm definitely there to help y'all out. I run y'all playlists, whatever y'all need me to do. Let me know. I'm there for y'all. What are three words that describe you the best? I'm not gonna lie. Silly. I'm very silly. Um, I'm well educated. I might look like this, but I'm so educated y'all won't even know. I'm silly, I'm educated, and I'm very versatile. You know what I'm saying? I'm very versatile for sure. And I love being silly because because of the kids. I need you to hit me up. I got you. Actually, like I said, make sure that you accept my friend request and we could communicate through there. Because that took a lot of my contacts away instantly. But like I say, I'm so YouTube savvy. When I'm setting up the Instagram, that's why I had my manager to try to do it before, but I think she ended up getting sick the first time. And when I did this one by myself, I'm putting in all of these, security and the security and all this other stuff. So like if my phone gets stolen or something, can't nobody hack into my Instagram. But I end up locking myself out. And when I did try to get in, I didn't cause more havoc than it ever was in the first place. So I was just like, forget it. Now I'm telling you, Ashley, to just make sure you contact me. I got you. Like I ain't got nothing going on. My manager is normally when I'm busy is because of something she got me doing a lot of, but I'm not busy right now. She's shut down. I have been working on like music and content and other stuff like that, but I got you. What do you feel is your greatest accomplishment? Now, it has nothing to do with TSM rapper. I believe my greatest accomplishment is being when I use the word successful, I'm not speaking like I got it all. Being a successful father. Um, my daughter is about to graduate. Um, she's never been in jail. Finished with honor roll. Um, got a LLC right now as she's 18 for her nail company. She does hair and nails. Shout out to Keisha who helped her out with that. And my son, like I said, never been into a fight. He's 14 years old. He's on his way up. He's in a grade higher than what he's supposed to be. Like I do got some bad kids now. My one's in the middle, my twins. He's been home in a police car and all of that stuff. But I know because I grew up with cousins and stuff. Like my grandmother had to had to mother my cousin's kids because my cousins lost her kids. My uncle kids, my grandma had to take care of them at a different time. You know, with my mom, she left me with my auntie, and so a lot of the parents in my family was not it. It was not a successful parent, and I've passed I passed the limit that they exceeded as being a parent. When I was watching that growing up, I always told myself, "Yo, I'm gonna be a better parent than that." And now it's not the race is still not in effect because I passed them. Now I can say, yo, I'm a better parent than what my peers was. And so for that, I think, that's what it is for me, being a successful father. If I can change one thing about the world, what would it be and why? Yo, I think that's a good question. But I would want it to be less single moms. Because you forgot I've been out there in the field with them and got to ask questions and all of that, and I got to see the things that actually make you sad instead of you hearing about it. I got to see it, and it was even I can remember a perfect example. I was walking into the store one day, and when I came out, I was counting my change. Probably had like $20, and it's his mom and her daughter up there, and on the way out, the mom was like, "Yo, I'm trying to make some money." You know what I'm saying? Like, and she was willing to like, and I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's that type of stuff. It's like, yo, this somebody's daughter is willing to sleep with somebody for some money. You know what I'm saying? And so just to see that type of sadness up close in person, for me, I would change that. I want it to be as many single moms because it destroys their life. That destroys their life. A lot of moms they do whatever they have to take care of their children, and a lot of that stuff consists in things that they don't want to do or things that can alter their life in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Right, you here 400. Uh-oh. Congrats, congrats. What's some good advice you got on being a good father? I have one on the way. Um, I say, and what I is for me, I'm gonna just say this. As you being a father, I think what we do most time as parents is we collide our parentism. You got to realize that you're the father with or without the mom. So you have to learn to separate yourself as a father. When it's a big accomplishment for the child, it shouldn't have to always be mother and father. Sometimes it should be just father. Sometimes do things because you want to as a father, and not always try to collide your parentship based on mom. And just try to make sure that you're a good father for yourself and not for the mom of the mother of the baby or what everybody else may think of you as a father. Every decision that you make it for yourself. That's all you need to worry about. They worrying about what people got to say. I don't have people say all type of stuff. People say to me till this day, even though I'm a medical marijuana user, he smokes, he smokes, he smokes. He has all these kids. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? I know people that do worse and got their children taken from them and ain't even make attempts to get them back. My children have never been taken from me. It's never been an instance where they end up in a hospital due to some kind of trauma. Like none of that, never, none of that ever have even happened. They don't even really know anything about gangs. They don't know anything about a gang at all. Like they don't know the difference in what color they wear, none of that. And so I got them completely distracted. Is the distraction good? No, but it keeps them away from gangs and stuff like that. So they not into like firearms and who might be fighting and who's smoking on who and none of that. What makes me happy? People. I'm a people's person. I hate being alone. Like I'm tell you something I never told nobody. For I can be alone, right? Like, and I just start like crying just because I feel like I know for a fact like I have no family, like blood relative. Y'all see my grandma pop on here every once in a while or something. I think the pops stopped coming ever since I done exposed what some of the family members done to me as a child. He didn't stop coming, but you know, I have no blood relatives that I can call to say, yo, I love you, or to hear them say they love me or they care for me or good morning, or I don't have that. That simple stuff to me matters. I don't know why. I think because that I don't have a family. I think people look at it different because you know a lot of people are in household with somebody. A lot of people have a cousin they can call, a auntie they can call, or you know what I'm saying. Somebody y'all have somebody y'all can call, and I'm telling y'all, I literally have no number. Absolutely, I can call. The person that's been holding me down has been Helen, aka Didi Queen. I know who I am. My manager, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just, you know, it's people like y'all that really makes me happy. Like real talk. I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat that or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I can be alone and the homie just started crying for no reason. Like, damn, bro, like don't nobody love me. I don't get text messages. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get a email from, you know, some shit like Didi that'll make my day. Like I don't hear that. I don't remember the last time somebody said, "Yo, I love you, bro." You know what I'm saying? Woman or female. I haven't heard that. Like as far as just like family, you know what I'm saying? I haven't been hugged in probably like 3 years or something like that. And so you know, it's people that make me happy. If you could teach a class one thing, what would you teach? Um, I think I would teach, I'm gonna be honest, I would teach the law. Teach them the law. It's a lot of people that don't know it's a lot of people that don't know their laws. A lot of people get in trouble with the police when they don't even have to. It's a lot of people that end up behind bars. Y'all know it's recently been like 2 or 3 people that's been acquitted for something that they didn't even do. They was locked up for something, and then you know, years 5, 10 years later, even though they got a big compensation out of it, but 20 of your years, 20 years of your life is gone that you messed out that you could have spent with people like me that need people like you. You know what I'm saying? To keep them afloated. And so I would teach them the law. Like I said, it's a lot of young, specifically young black men that don't know their law and they get themselves into trouble. And all they got to do is just be quiet. Police approach you, just be quiet. You don't have to say anything. Their job is to read, to see if you have a warrant, to see if you've done anything wrong. All the you know that can get you in so much trouble that you don't need to be because then it's an unlawful search. Now, unlawful search leads to an unwanted arrest. You know, it's a lot of stuff like that. I would literally teach them a law. It'd be so many. It'd be less young black men on the street, in jail that's from on the street right now. They have more time to get their education outside of the law, spend time with their family. Do a lot of these dudes need to be locked up? Yes. Do I rather see them raise their kids? Yes, because if not, it's gonna be more kids like him being raised. You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? Why lock up a criminal and steady punish them and still give them the opportunity to raise their kids? So I would do something like that. I'm gonna make sure he ain't yeah, yeah, for sure. As people tell me all the time, they ask me all the time, they're like, yo, you know, because they see how many boys it is. They be like, yo, you not scared of the outcome. They say this many out of that many. You're not scared at least one of them gonna end up getting into some kind of gang affiliate trouble and lose their life. And I'm like, I don't want to think that way. I don't want to put the energy out, but I don't raise them like that. You know, the crowds they gonna want to hang around. That's like now, you know, it's a couple of little boys around the neighborhood that just be going around just doing some out of control stuff. They be coming to try to play with my kids, and my kids really be deflecting them away. Like, nah, we really can't do this or really can't do that. Then again, there's some kids across the street. These kids like to play football and basketball, you know, and they will come over here and ask, "Can we play on your goal?" Even if the kids don't want to come outside, my kids will go outside and play with them. So they choose positivity over negativity any day. And I think that can have a lot to do with answering the question and saying no. I don't think one of my kids is going up in this position. What's my go-to karaoke song? Adam Lambert, "What Do You Want From Me?" Adam Lambert, in case y'all don't know, it's that, "Hey, slow it down. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Hey." That song right there is one of the ones. Reason why, right? I'm gonna tell you why. I was stuck to the streets. I was so hip to the streets. I didn't know any songs outside of Black Dude's music. I'm gonna just be honest. Probably knew Kid Rock because what, he from Detroit, 30 minutes away from my hometown. I did not know any songs because where I came from, if you got caught listening to that stuff, do you know that you was a target? Yeah, yes, that's how bad it was back then. If I got caught listening to Adam Lambert, it was up next time some dude seen me. I don't know why. He's not affiliated with the police, but it's just this just to show y'all how cruel this world, the people in this world can be. People always say this world ain't got crazy. No, this world is the same as it's always been. It's the people this in the world is making it crazy. But yeah, if I got caught listening to something like that, it'd be over with. What does success mean to you? I don't think it has nothing to do with finances. I believe it has more so something to do with accomplishments. I believe it's a drawing board of accomplishments and you checking them off. You know what I'm saying? I believe yeah, I believe and we got 9 more minutes on here too, by the way, y'all. I'm not gonna keep y'all all night. We're gonna do a 40-minute live. We're gonna do an hour live, but I'm gonna stick to a 40-minute live and try to sneak into the hour live tomorrow if we can do that. I'm just trying to start off slow, start off solid. I don't want to overrun Slim Shell with questioning me. She's doing an excellent job, by the way. And thank you to everybody who stayed in the chat, not making me seem like a boring person, because that's always one of my fears is when fan page is not here with me, it's not gonna be turned up as it should be. But y'all showing me different, and so I really appreciate y'all. I can honestly say that. Do you have a favorite fruit or fruits? You know what? I'm kind of skeptical about fruits. I got some stories about fruits. And everything I'm telling you is I can remember to the exact standard it was. I can remember being like 8 or 9 years old, and I was eating an orange. I went over to my cousin's house. His mom peeled the orange. You want an orange? We both said yeah. She gave us an orange. So we peeled these oranges, and I'm looking in the oranges like just really paying attention. And so I see that it's a little bit clear on the inside, like the oranges is a little bit clear. And so I sit the orange slice down, and I see something moving inside the orange. And so I say, TT Nicole is something in the orange. She said, ain't nothing in that orange. Boy, eat that orange. You see Tay eating his. And so she finally look at the orange, and it's a little baby clear worm coming out the orange. A clear worm. Now, years later, I went to try an orange again, come to find out I'm allergic. My throat got the itching, bumps clogged up in my throat. I didn't need an EpiPen or nothing like that. Great thing, it was a light reaction. But oranges is off the list. I don't do watermelons, bananas. I hate bananas. So yeah, but what is one sport you would love to try? Actually, I was in wrestling when I was a kid. I think those videos still may be on YouTube. I always tell y'all about my cousin Rick, Rico's brother, his older brother. His videos of Beecher High School on a wrestling team, the same team I was on, is still on YouTube. I can find those, then I can find my video. And I was in a wrestling league in middle school, I believe, and I think I had like 14 matches, and I think I won 4, and I lost the rest of them, and I was just like a tiny little thing too. And so yeah, and bowling, I love bowling too. Golfing, I haven't been to an actual golfing field, but I did like some backyard golfing, and I think I would want to go golfing. Brave say she back. Did you got some questions popping off over there? We got like 6 more minutes, 7 more minutes on this thing. Yeah, so I'm about to drop some bumping music. I really hope y'all enjoy it. I'm gonna make this one fast motion for y'all. Not fast like Twister. What I'm saying is I've been giving y'all a lot of melodies, some stuff just to vibe to. You know what I'm saying? The cruise to. You in the car, you in the shower, the tub, you cooking, whatever you're doing. You could be on the toilet, stinking in that bathroom. Oh, y'all gonna be listening to the TSM rapper music because it's some great vibes and great melody. A melody for every situation that you involved in. And what's the plans for you? Do you have for your future? Like I say, I'm gonna get into more acting, voice acting specifically. Um, y'all do know that my song is in GTA online, GTA 6 online. My song is there. I want to actually try to get it on the video game this time with the rest of the rappers. Um, so shout out to everybody who helped me get that online, but I want to try to get into actual video games. Am I going to do any more commercials? I don't know. I've reached out to a couple. I think one gotten back with me, but the location is like, who wants to go to Arizona to do a commercial? And so I'm trying to find something a little bit closer, somewhere I feel more comfortable doing. For the people who haven't checked out my TV appearances, I'm on a McDonald's commercial. We on Steve Wilkos. Y'all search Steve Wilkos. She is my property. Um, the WNCB Atlanta News. Um, and we got 2 more other platforms. Um, I gotta go look into it. I don't want to give you all the wrong information, but I do say we got a product on CBS. I don't want to be giving y'all no false information. And y'all like TSM, no, you just be lying. Like I ain't got no reason to lie. But everything y'all can find on my channel, the Steve Wilkos, the news clips, everything else y'all can literally find on my channel. And so that's what I do have coming up. Jay and Yolanda in the building. Much respect. Shout out to them. Last time I heard, I don't know if you want this said live, but I heard you had gotten into like a car accident and totaled the car. If that's true, yo, I'm glad you're safe. I'm really, really, really glad you're safe. And yeah. Oh yeah, did it? I'm glad you asked that. I've listened. Meditate has so many different stages. Do y'all know I was just doing stage one and stage two for like a year straight? Never tapped into the third or fourth stage. And when I tell y'all, man, it's been for me, I can say it's been helping me with my patience and with my attitude. Literally. And I'm somebody who's bitter. I'm very bitter. Like I always say, if I was a female, I would not date myself at all. Like too bitter. Too bitter. You know what I'm saying? But it's been helping me out with that. Yeah, a 19-year-old jumped in the front of. Dang, bro, I'm so sorry to hear that. What's my go-to? EDC. What's EDC? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. We got 3 more minutes left up on here, and we're gonna clock out. Tomorrow we're gonna do an hour. We're gonna pop off with an hour. I don't know if I'm gonna have somebody up here. Definitely may have somebody up here. I don't know, but it's gonna make it that much easier. Miss my grandma so much. She passed away. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. My grandfather passed away like 4 years ago. He was a World War II veteran. And Bree, when I tell you, he used to be so hard on me as a child. I never understood why. I always thought this man hated me. I always told my grandma, I said, yo, out of all the grandkids, he hate me. He do not like me. And I really felt this in my heart just because of certain things he used to say to me, etc. And when I grew up, everything that he was trying to get me to learn at that early age, I end up needing to learn. And I had to go back to some of the methods he taught me. Them older people, listen, y'all, they may seem like they're coming off as bitter, but sometimes they know they don't have much time left here. And so that's gonna be natural for them. I just encourage y'all to be as sweet as y'all can to those older folks. Cause man, if I could take back all the mean thoughts I had about my grandfather, I would. Cause I didn't know. I was a child. I didn't know that, he already had bone cancer. He was disabled from the army, man. I'm just like he always had a lot of money, so I always thought he was just like happy, but he knew his time was coming, and so he was just real bitter. And every little thing that I did incorrectly really got to him. Um, and I can see why, because he kind of probably seen my future. Like, yo, it's gonna be like this is the last family you about to have. Like after your granddad gone, like this is it. You ain't go. I'm not knowing I ain't gonna have no contact with my family. Like y'all is my family. Like that's crazy, right? Like literally right now at the hospital that I have to go to, the emergency contact number is somebody from YouTube. That's a shame, right? Ain't that a shame? My kids don't know nobody in my family. Nobody. Grandma, they come on here and say hi. Cousin or auntie, they don't know nobody. Nobody has ever reached out to them. They've reached out plenty of times, but my kids don't know nobody. They know half of y'all, and that's it. And so that's crazy. And so now y'all can kind of see why I'm so like I love hard and I like hard. And so each and every one of y'all really mean a lot to me. And I hope with some of y'all it's the same way, but I understand some of y'all see it as just social media, somewhere to come to just to relax, so on and so forth and etc. For me, it's therapy. It's what I need to come to when I need to holler and tap in with my family. There's so many other people out here like me that don't have family. There's some people that might say to y'all, like, I don't have family. They got a mama to talk to them, like, you know what I'm saying? Their mama get on their nerves. And so they just like, I ain't got no family. They got a cousin that they don't like, but they still get like, cuz I need some rice. You know what I'm saying? Like I need you got some bread over there, some but you know what I'm saying? People got cousins that don't like them and stuff like that, but they still have family. I'm telling y'all, I don't have that. I don't even got nobody I can call to tell me no. They're like, no, stop asking me for it. Click. I don't have that. It's gone. I'm telling you. Sometimes all I can do is laugh at it. All I can do is laugh at it because I can see me gradually growing and I see what's going. You know what I'm saying? I can see me gradually going. As a matter of fact, some of the kids got some of my products. They walking around with TS and Rapper Superman shirts on. So they see what's going on, and eventually this thing is gonna be expanded, and they ain't gonna have no other choice but to pay attention. But only by then it will be too late because I will have been adopted by you all. I thank y'all so much, man, for coming. Shout out to the sponsor, Apex. Y'all got to go and tap in with their lightweight earphones Use promo code YO. That's Y000. It's gonna get you up to 30% off. And we got the blue nail polish coming soon. We have to remove the TPO chemical up in that thing. It's not good for our nails, and we're trying to focus on the health side of things. We're gonna see y'all tomorrow, man, at 9 o'clock, possibly 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and we may have a guest to come up top, man. Y'all got my information. If y'all need to tap in with your boy. I had a great time with y'all, man. Come back, comment on this thing here, and also go check out the last video I uploaded if y'all haven't done that yet, man. Until next time.